We stood in the moonlight, it's something sweet. Let it wash over all of me. With you I form my company. Forever close to the unknown. There's no doubts and no regret. Happy before we get another day to do it all again.
Hi there, folks! Welcome back to another episode of Fast Facts Live. I am your host, your quizmaster of ceremonies, your ardent defender of the Avatar series, Dan O'Keefe, and thank you for being here for another game of trivia. Also here today, making sure everything runs on the ones and twos, it's Tom Hillmeyer. Hi, Tom. How are you?
It's the ones and zeros, Dan. We haven't used twos in decades.
Did we used to? Did
no,
they used
nobody
to
ever
twos?
has.
The piano saying is on the ones and twos.
This isn't
for a
piano.
pianist.
I know how to play piano. I don't know how to code.
Hey, same. What a world we're living in.
Yeah. No, that was like my brother's been playing the Immaculate Grid thing. It's a new
What?
thing. It's a new thing from John Boy.
From Jesus?
No, from John Boy.
Oh, okay.
The baseball guys on
Yeah.
the TikToks and the whatnot. They made a game called Immaculate Grid, and it's a 3x3 grid, and on the X and Y is either a team or like a stat. So it's like 3,000 hits or whatever, or Hall of Famer or something like that. And in the grid, you pick an MLB player, past or present, who fits the criteria on the two grids.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's very fun. I'm awful at it.
Sure.
My brother is very good at it.
Okay.
But that he asked me if I could, because they have one per day, Wordle style.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'd love if I could make one that like I can make custom, or we can just shuffle it. Like I'd like to make my own. Like I need a website where I can just make my own grids and send them to my friends. And I'm like, that'd be fun. And I looked up the API for Baseball Reference, and I'm like, it's written in Python. I don't know Python. I don't know how to. I know how to code HTML and a little
does
bit of
this mean?
JavaScript.
What does any of this mean?
I don't know Python. So I came back at them and said, it's possible. I don't know Python. Go learn Python.
Go to a zoo. Talk
Go
to
to
a
a
snake.
zoo. Talk to a snake. Be Harry Potter. Speak parcel tongue.
Python tongue.
Oh, I should tell them I don't speak parcel tongue, and then waited until he figured out what parcel tongue means, and that means you can speak
You
Python.
might still be waiting. Had you told him that.
Because he wouldn't have cared.
Exactly.
I know
He
he's not
would've been
watching.
like, okay.
I know he's not watching because he's scooping Ben and Jerry's at Busch Stadium right now.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Like he's
On
getting paid to
purpose.
do that? Or he's
Yes,
just standing
it's his-
outside of Busch Stadium with
Oh,
a
my
bunch
my-
of Ben and Jerry's going yoink, yoink,
I
yoink.
know your summer job of parking cars at Ravinia was the best summer job ever.
Yes, top notch.
My brother scoops ice cream at a baseball stadium.
I think the best summer job would probably be working at a baseball stadium. I don't know if scooping ice cream. It would be like an in the stands salesperson, like the beer or hot dog or soda people.
Call beer,
Yes.
get your beer.
Then you can also see the game. When
We
you're scooping ice cream, you're facing the wrong way.
until the seventh inning,
Well, sure. Well, then what are they doing?
they close
Standing
the shop,
back and watching the game.
and you go and sit and watch the game.
Yeah.
No, but like the other day they had a country concert, so they scooped ice cream before the concert, and once the concert starts, they stop serving ice cream. So he was in the stadium, so he was able to go sit and watch the concert.
Who was it?
For the life of me, I couldn't tell you.
Oh, I love that band.
But the beer salesman guy is like the best guy in the stadium. I think that's a universal truth.
Yeah.
We had St. Louis Rams season tickets, and we have the baseball card for the beer vendor that was serving beer around our section every game.
That is so fun.
He had his own card, and he would do it at baseball games too. And then it was awesome. Yeah.
Love yourself like that man loves himself.
Exactly.
I think we've espoused long enough.
I was talking a lot because there's only 6 teams signed up, so I was hoping more were showing up, but
But that's fine.
whatever.
I'll do the team names now, and then we'll do the rules. We got Deborah and Ray, the Washingtons, living in a dust bowl. Team D, immediately followed by not a fan of that name, and Scrambled Eggs won't go to the park. Thank you all for being here. Here are the rules.
Hello, I'm Charty. Welcome to Fast Facts Live. Here's how to play. There will be 5 rounds of 5 questions each. You will have 20 seconds to answer each question. You must submit an answer for every question. If you don't know an answer, take a guess. After each round, Charty Bot will ask you if you want to double or nothing. You can only use it on 1 round per game. If you got all of the questions correct, you will earn twice as many points. If you got at least 1 question wrong, you will earn 0 points for the entire round. You will wager between 0 and 10 points for the Hail Mary question at the end of the game. If you answer correctly, you will earn the amount you wagered, and if you answer incorrectly, you will lose that amount. A tiebreaker question will be asked to everyone at the end of the game. Answers to this question will only determine the winner if teams are tied for first place. Don't cheat, think fast, and have fun. Good luck, let's begin.
Those are the rules. It's pretty simple. You've played before. Let's not waste any more time. Just kidding. No, we won't. Let's get into the game. Start off with round number 1. And what is round number 1? Round number 1 is strikes. It's all about strikes, not balls. That's a different category. I don't know. Question number 1. Collective bargaining in the United States is overseen by what governmental agency? 20 seconds. Question number 2. What famous former domestic worker is the president of SAG-AFTRA, the guild that's threatening to strike in July, joining the WGA? 20 seconds. Question number 3. What returning NFL head coach was a scab quarterback for the Chicago Bears during the 1987 NFL players' strike? Question number 4. In the 19th century, there was a number of labor strikes in what industry which were banned by federal law in the 1920s? Love that. And question number 5. Strikes performed without formal union authorization, like the 2020 NBA strike, are known as what? That is it for round number 1, Double or Nothing. If you want to strike at your job, even if you're doing well, even if you're having a good time, still do it. Why not? They can't fire everyone. Unless you're the president and you're firing air traffic controllers in the 80s.
Wow, too soon, dude.
Yeah, really, really fresh wound there.
We're running out of air
But-
traffic controllers.
Maybe we shouldn't have fired all the ones in the 80s.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's time for round 2. Radio transmissions. Question number 1. Fuel and souls are the 2 stats typically given as soon as a pilot goes on the radio and declares what? Question number 2. AM radio uses the modulation of what part of a radio wave to broadcast its signal? 20 seconds. Question number 3. IEEE 80211 is the standard for what type of radio you probably have in your house. 20 seconds. Question number 4. The very large array, in quotes, that makes it sound very tiny, in New Mexico has 28 of what kind of radios? And question number 5. The first commercial radio broadcast read the returns of the 1920 U.S. presidential election, when who beat James Cox? Beat the Cox. 20 seconds. That is it for our radio transmissions category. Double or nothing if you didn't think that we would start off with strikes and radio transmissions. Real broad, wide categories to bring the whole family in. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the answers for the first 2 rounds and the rest of the game. It'll be quick because there aren't very many of you. Don't go anywhere. Hey, we're back. Let's go over the answers for rounds 1 and 2. Starting off with round 1, strikes. Collective bargaining in the U.S. is overseen by what governmental agency? It is overseen by the National Labor Relations Board. 33% of you got that right. Good job. What famous former domestic worker is the president of SAG-AFTRA, the guild that's threatening to strike in July? She played a domestic worker on The Nanny. She was the nanny named Fran Drescher. She's the president of SAG. What returning NFL head coach was a scab quarterback for the Bears during the 1987 NFL players strike? That is current Denver Broncos head coach Sean Payton. He did not coach last season. That's why he's returning. In the 19th century, there were a number of labor strikes in what industry, which were then banned by federal law in 1920? The railroad industry. And then railroad workers tried to strike this year, and it kind of worked, and then it didn't. Boo. Question number 5. Strikes performed without formal union authorization are known as what? They're known as wildcat strikes. Go Cats. Wow. That's about round number 2. Round number 2 is radio transmissions. Fuel and souls are the two stats typically given as soon as a pilot goes on the radio and declares Mayday or emergency. Something's going wrong. AM radio uses the modulation of what part of a radio wave to broadcast its signal? FM is frequency modulation, which means that AM is amplitude modulation. Picture this. 3 radios skateboarding down the city streets, dodging cops, causing a ruckus. Dudes with amplitude. Coming this fall to
Is that? Oh, I thought
Kids
this was.
WB.
This sounded like a Schoolhouse Rock situation.
Ooh,
Yeah, where they
It
were
could, either one.
teaching kids about AM radio, but it's gangster themed. Skateboarding gangster themed.
I love skateboarding gangsters. They're my favorite. Question number 3. Aye! 802.11 is the standard for what type of radio you probably have in your house. It's the standard for Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a radio. The Very Large Array in New Mexico has 28 of what kind of radios? They're known as radio telescopes. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Question 5. The first commercial radio broadcast read the returns of the 1920 presidential election when who beat James Cox? A bunch of you said Woodrow Wilson. He was elected in 1912. So instead, it was the president that followed Woodrow Wilson, Warren G. Harding. The G stands for gangster. That's about round number 3. Round number 3, alien movies. We're going to show you a picture of a movie where aliens are in it. You tell us the name of the movie. It's just that simple. Hey, look at this picture. Tell me, what movie is it? 20 seconds. I apologize for the brief picture of Channing Tatum that was just up there.
Don't apologize.
I don't apologize for the brief picture of Channing Tatum that was just up there. Trying to zoom in. It was cached or something from last week, so that's why that was there. Just talking a little bit more to give you the 20 seconds to tell us what the movie is. I think you've looked long enough. Movie number 2. Huh. What is this? I don't know. I'm not going to zoom in because Channing Tatum might pop up again. Okay, I'm going to test it and see if zooming in on the image pops up what we want it or not. Here we go.
I doubt it. There you go.
Nope.
That was from last week.
It's last week. So, sorry. You're stuck with how big it is there. Movie number 3. Huh. This guy's really got his head in the game. Hey, it's time for movie number 4. Let's go to space. Or let's go to not space. This is Earth, but what's the movie? Only one more Alien movie, and it's this one. This is the first one where we have a picture of an alien and it's clear that it's an alien. Of course, I'm talking about Simon Pegg. All right, that's it for our Alien movies round. Double or nothing. If you woke up one day and you saw in your backyard a little alien sitting there and you went out to play with it, but then suddenly a large squirrel came along and ate it. I'm not saying that didn't happen to me. Let's run to round number 4. Round number 4 is do or do not. There is no triathlon. I didn't write these all as Yoda, though. Don't worry. They're all written in plain-ish English. I ran a triathlon last weekend. It was very fun. So, of course, I wrote a question category about triathlons. And you have to answer them. Question number 1. The first unofficial triathlon was held in Joinville-le-Pont in 1901 in what country? It was unofficial because no one knew what they were doing. Question number 2. To the nearest tenth of a mile, how long is a full-length Ironman race? Question number 3. What year did triathlon become an official Olympic sport? Question number 4. A triathlon that's only composed of the cycling and running stages is known as what? And question number 5. What triathlon, which also shares a name with a famous movie and a famous prison break, is held yearly in Northern California? 20 seconds. That is it for round number 4, Double or Nothing. If you've ever done a triathlon, if you haven't, you should. They're fun. I don't like running, and I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the running part because it was short. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the answers, more questions, and other stuff. So don't go anywhere. Hey! Before we go over the answers, quick housekeeping. If you want to support us, you can subscribe to us on Patreon at patreon.com/FastFactsLive. You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at FastFactsLive. Best way to support us, spread the word, tell your friends, get them to play. You can also buy our merch at shop.wearecreativeland.com. There's a new episode of In Conclusion coming out tomorrow. We're talking about Glass Onion, the Knives Out sequel.
I just needed to say that.
Thank you for watching the last episode.
I thought it
of
was.
Fast Facts
I
Live.
thought it was.
I liked it more than the first, and I won't tell you any more because you have to listen to the podcast.
Welcome to the last edition of Fast Facts Live, everybody. Wow. Oh.
Tom,
Yeah.
are we gonna have a new episode of Fast Facts next week?
Oh God. Yeah. This
July
is.
5th.
Well, yeah. Next week is the week I said that the entire thing is I'm in Oshkosh and need to make sure we have power and internet.
Yes.
The two things I need to do to run Fast Facts. I'm gonna say yes. We will have
Okay.
Fast Facts next week because worst case scenario, I'm in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and I do it from a shipping container.
That is the worst case scenario. You're in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I hope no
Yeah.
one is playing from Oshkosh.
Actually, the worst case scenario is I start the show from the passenger seat of my boss's car if we carpool to Oshkosh.
Ooh, he has to play if you're doing that.
That'd be fun. That'd be real fun. He'd really enjoy it. He knows that I do this. He knows we use the
And where is he? And where is he?
what? My boss?
Why isn't he playing right now?
Oh, he had a very busy day. That's totally fine that he's not playing tonight. There are several times where we'll be at work and he'll go, "How do we solve this problem?" And I go, "Well, I do this for my trivia thing every week." And he goes, "Yeah, that would solve this problem." And then we do it. We use the same chatbot software at work because I used it on Fast Facts and went, "Well, this would solve this problem." And we went, "Yeah, okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's use it." Or like
This is just
when-
a sandbox, isn't it?
Yes.
You're using Fast Facts as a work
The-
sandbox.
The graphic system we use for Fast Facts, I now use for Oshkosh for AirVenture graphics. Same system, same everything. The controller I have right here is the same controller I'm going to use for Oshkosh. It's all. How do we solve this problem? Well, I solved it for trivia this way. All right, yeah, let's do it. It's great.
Incredible.
He would love it. Yeah.
So
yes,
anyway,
there will be a game next
Fast
week.
Facts. There will be a game next week. Mark your calendars, July 5th. I only know that date because it's the day after the 4th of July, which is on a Tuesday, which is the worst day for it to fall on because I don't get Monday off. So I have to work on Monday and then take Tuesday off.
Do you work in the Soviet Union?
Yes.
Wow.
But
Incredible.
we still get the 4th of July off in the Soviet Union.
Well, yeah, it's Lenin's
It's a weird
birthday.
little quirk that they do. Let's go to the answers for rounds 3 and 4. For round number 3, Alien movies. Real quick, this is Close Encounters of the Third Kind from 1977, directed by Steven Spielberg. This just came out. It's Asteroid City, 2023, directed by Wes Anderson. I haven't seen this movie before, but this is Mars Attacks from 1996, I believe directed by Tim Burton. Maybe
Correct.
not.
It is.
Oh, it was directed by him. Haha. Undefeated. I am, not Tim Burton. This is Independence Day from 1996, also directed by Roland Emmerich. And the fifth movie, this is Paul from 2009. And by that I mean 2009 plus 2, 2011. Directed by Simon Pegg?
Stand by.
I don't know.
Stand by. We have to know this. I think it is. You search Paul on IMDb and it's like the 20th option.
Directed by Paul Feig?
Greg Matala.
Ah, Hakuna Matala. Let's move on to round number 4. Round number 4, do or do not, there is no triathlon. The first triathlon was held in Joinville-du-Pont in 1901. In what country? Easy answer. It's France. Don't have to overthink it. To the nearest tenth of a mile, how long is a full-length Ironman race? If you knew the hint from this week, you would have gotten it. It's 140.6 miles. Question 3, what year did triathlon become an official Olympic sport? That was in 2000 in Sydney, as you can see in the background there outside the Opera House. A triathlon that's only composed of the cycling and running stages is known as what? It is known as a duathlon. A biathlon involves skiing and shooting. Now, if you're thinking of a triathlon that's only composed of the swimming and biking stages, that is the horribly uncool named event, Aquabike.
Wait, what? Seriously?
Yeah, it's called Aquabike.
Those are the two best parts of a triathlon.
Yeah, it is the worst name.
That's the best name. You don't want a shirt on it that says Aquabike? You don't want a bumper
No.
sticker that says I did an Aquabike?
People are gonna be like, isn't that a crime?
Isn't that a
What did
isn't
you
that
do
a
to it?
isn't that a bicycle I can ride on the water?
Is it like the president's amphibious car, but a bicycle?
Yes.
Question number 5. What triathlon, which shares its name with a movie and a famous prison break, is held yearly in Northern California? This is Escape from Alcatraz. Do you know that Alcatraz means pelican? Let's move on to round number 5.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Question number 1 in round number 5. What actor and comedian shares his first and last name with the middle and last name of a Flemish Baroque painter named Peter? Question number 2. Lake Champlain lies on a sizable portion of the border between what two U.S. states? Question number 3. In 1966, what company announced plans to build a ski resort in Mineral King, an area? I just realized I asked 2 questions here. In 1966, Disney announced plans to build a ski resort in Mineral King, an area now located in what California national park? Name me the national park. The company's Disney. Free answer. The company's Disney. It's Disney. Okay, it's Disney. It didn't happen. It's Disney. Question number 4. On this day in 1977 at Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, what performer held the final performance before their death? Notice it says the final performance, not their final performance. It was the last time anyone ever performed. 20 seconds. And question number 5. What audio company was founded in 1946 by James Bulla Lansing? Bullock? Bullo? I don't
Belloc.
care. That is it for our shockingly difficult toss-up round. Don't double or nothing. If you haven't used it, don't do it. Let's move on to the Hail Mary question. We need all your wagers. You can see your scores. If you want to know a clue for the Hail Mary, I have to look up what the question is first. It is about the United States. That's vague enough. Your clue is the United States. Place your bets. Place your bets. Place your bets here. If everyone bets 10, if you all get it wrong, nothing happens. If everyone bets 0, nothing happens.
Okay. Is this
Nothing
communism?
ever happens.
Is this
I'm just-
communism?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, happy 4th of July. Here's the Hail Mary question. Of the contiguous 48 states, Amtrak does not provide service to any place in what state? It's only one of them. What state is it? 20 seconds. And that is it. In case of a tie, how many days has Amtrak existed? That's it for everything. We're going to take one final break. When we come back, we'll tell you who won. Don't go anywhere. Don't go. We're back. We're back. Let's go over the answers and see who won. In the toss-up round, what actor and comedian shares his first and last name with the middle and last name of a Flemish Baroque painter named Peter? Paul Rubens. The painter is Peter Paul Rubens. Spelled differently, pronounced the same. Question number 2. Lake Champlain lies on a sizable portion of the border between what two U.S. states? It is on the border between New York and Vermont, or as locals call it, over there. Question number 3. In 1966, what company, Disney, announced plans to build a ski resort in Mineral King, an area now located in what California National Park? That's the question. The answer, Sequoia. On this day in 1977, at Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, what performer held his final performance before his death? His being Elvis Presley. Of course, before his fake death. He really died in Michigan in 1994. Question number 5. What audio company was founded in 1946 by James Bulla Lansing? The hint is his name because the company is JBL. And our Hail Mary question. Of the contiguous 48 states, Amtrak does not provide services to what state. Anywhere in that state. The answer, South Dakota. They don't go to Pier. You can't go to Pier. There's no tie, but Amtrak has existed for 19,049 days. Happy birthday, Grimace. Let's go over and see who won. Thank you all for playing. So, starting off in 6th place with -2 points, it's Team D. Thank you for playing, though. It's always fun when a team drops into the negative. It's kind of exciting. In 5th place with -1 point, we got a double negative. That's a positive. Not a fan of that name. In 4th place with 2 points, Deborah and Ray. In 3rd place with 8 points, Scrambled Eggs won't go to the park. In 2nd place with 15 points, we have the Washingtons, which means in 1st place with 28 points, the only team to get the Hail Mary correct, living in a Dust Bowl. Fitting for South Dakota. Congratulations for winning this week's episode of Fast Facts Live. Since you won, you get to pick between either a Creative Land Shop gift card, an Amazon gift card, or the cup. Just fill up your cupboard with the cup. Drink from it. Throw it on the ground. Those are really your only 2 options. I don't know. Make other cups with it. Smaller, successive cups. Russian nesting dolls. Soviet nesting dolls. I don't know. Thank you all for playing this week. Very special thank you to all of our patrons. Biggest thank you of all to Tom, where it's very dark now, for producing the show.
Thank you for hosting. The sun went down, as it does
that tends to happen.
around this time of day. And I forgot to turn my
Don't
lights
brighten.
on, and the light switch is all the way over there.
I still got an hour and a half left, baby. I'm gonna go tan.
I put a clock in my toolbar that always tells me what time it is in LA, and I always get jealous.
Just subtract 2.
I know, but I always get jealous.
Like if it's 1 o'clock, it's -1 here.
Yeah. How does that work?
If it's 2, it's 0.
It can be 0?
Yes.
Wow. Incredible.
Anyway, we will be back next week. In the meantime, everybody stay safe and have fun. Bye.